Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sonia, Sandra, and Angie back for another episode of the Horror Flick Chicks podcast.
Hey.
Hey, what's
What's
going
up,
on?
guys?
Today we are bringing back, I think, one of our favorite types of
Yeah.
episodes. We are doing a no judgments episode today. And for those who don't know, no judgments is basically us watching movies, pretty high profile, popular horror movies that we've never seen before. And we're watching for the first time and just talking about our reaction of the movie. And the point is for each other not to judge one another.
That we, yeah, to judge us that, not to judge that we've never seen that
Seen
movie,
it, but
but yeah,
sometimes
it
that
doesn't
it
always
doesn't
work
work
out
out
that way.
that way, but it's fine. It's fine. This is, I think, I didn't even get to look back, but I think this is like the seventh
I
or
was,
eighth
I was
no
gonna
judgments
ask
that we've
it.
done.
I was gonna ask, do we know what episode, like what
Yeah, I
no
think it's like seven or
episode it
eight.
is? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
we've done a few over the
Okay.
years. I think we
Well,
should.
I'm still surprised. I have plenty of movies that
I
I
know, and
haven't seen.
I totally know that, and I feel like for this year we should definitely do several no judgments because I feel like we have a lot between all of
Yeah,
us. I
we
think we
should
have
do
a
more.
few that we can talk about,
Yeah,
and these episodes are always fun, so
Yeah,
why not do
very
more,
fun.
right? So
yeah.
I'm gonna start.
We each have two. We each have two movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
we each have two movies today that we're going to talk about. So I'm going to start. The two movies I watched recently, and they're actually a movie and its sequel that I'll
Oh,
talk about.
Oh, oh,
So,
I don't think we've ever done
you
this.
haven't seen a movie and its
yeah.
sequel? The both of
Um,
them you haven't seen, or just the sequel you haven't
no,
seen?
no, I haven't seen both. I wouldn't talk about them if I.
No
Wow.
judging.
I'm
No
sorry.
judging.
Okay, I'm not judging. Go ahead.
So I'll I'll say
I
this
bet you I
though.
can guess the second one. Just kidding.
I'm going to say both of them off the bat because I will say this though first that I 100% know about these movies for the longest time. I've seen scenes, clips. I know what the movie's
Okay,
about.
spill it.
Always have. Just never seen the movie in or the movies in their entirety.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Got it.
Oh my
so
God.
the movies that
I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait.
calm down. The movies that I'm gonna talk about today are the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Oh,
Okay. So I
wow.
actually watched them because I actually watched them last month because the new
There's
remake came out in December. So I wanted to watch them before I watched that one. So that was my kind of focus or goal in watching these. So, you know, like I said, I've seen clips of these movies throughout the years, know basically the characters, main characters, and obviously what the movies are about. But well, I know more about what the original Silent Night Deadly Night was about. Not so much the second one, although again with that one I have seen clips and know things about it.
Right.
Um,
what
Garbage
year was
day.
the first one,
the
actually?
original movie came out in 1984 and part two came out in 1987. So these are all 80, both 80s movies. The Silent Night, Deadly Night, basically a kid that witnesses his parents get killed by Santa Claus, someone dressed like Santa Claus. And he's gone through this traumatic experience and grows up and kind of goes on these kind of killing sprees dressed as Santa.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. But I always kind of thought, oh yeah, this movie's gonna be cheesy, whatever. Like that's why I think that's why I never really was like gung ho to watch it. I was like,
Right.
one day I'll get to it, and but I actually thought the movie was really, really good. The first one was really, really good. I was the whole time watching it, looking forward to what was going to happen next. And I thought the acting was very. It was there was some cheesy like lines and things like that, but Generally, I thought the acting was really good. The actors were really good as well. Um, and so the main character, Billy, he was actually like a super nice and sweet kid. And even as a, young man, super
Yeah.
sweet. And I feel like he just wanted to be a normal member of society.
Yeah, because
He just,
he grew up in that orphanage.
yeah, and he just went through traumatic experiences growing up, and he just got triggered kind of later in life,
Yeah.
and he kind of went off. Um, I felt and I kind of felt bad. There's some people in the movie, or some of the characters in the movie that got killed by Billy that didn't deserve it. Like
Yeah.
he was actually like offing people who were bad or did bad things, but there were some that didn't, and he was just kind of in this, you know,
Yeah, it's like a
fog or
trance kind
cloud,
of. Yeah.
and he just kind of went off, and he was kind of um coerced into playing Santa Claus. The point, like he wasn't trying to put on a Santa suit and go around and
Yeah.
offing people, right? He was coerced into it because he worked in this kind of it's like a party store, and they needed someone to play Santa. They do this Santa event every year, and they need someone to play Santa for the kids to come by. Well, the original person fell through, something happened, and they asked him to do it. He, looks like he fits the suit. You know how that goes. And you could tell that he was not at first kind of not about it,
Yeah.
but he he liked one of the girls in the store, and she's the one that asked him. So he was kind of like, okay, I'll do it. And
Yeah.
but it just didn't
Yeah.
go
No,
well for
it
him.
didn't work out for anyone.
But actually thought the movie was very smart. I thought it was very well acted. I actually really loved the movie. The
I love
second
that movie
one,
too. It's
the
good.
the second one, and throughout the whole movie, like it was him in this store. He was getting rid of people, and then he went back to the orphanage because those nuns, there was nasty nuns over there that treated him
Yeah,
horribly when he was not all of
Yeah.
them, but treated him
yeah,
horribly when he was a kid in the orphanage, and he went back after them. So the whole movie was, I thought it was just great from beginning to end. The
Agree.
second one was um, definitely a lot more cheesy.
Yeah.
And the second one basically was so at the end of the first one, Billy was got killed. So Billy's not, he did not survive, and he had a brother, that a younger brother. In the second one, it's the younger brother grown up, and he's being questioned by the cops about what happened back then with his brother and all that.
mm,
And most of the movie is him retelling things that happened in the first movie, and the movie showing clips from the first movie. So half the movie was clips of part one.
yeah,
Right.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
a waste of some movie time.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie was Ricky, who's Billy's brother, him kind of going off in his own rampage.
Yeah.
It didn't really 100% make sense to me
yeah,
why he was doing that. It could have been trauma as well, on top of, orphanage stuff.
But they both grew up in the
What
same
his brother, what he
orphanage and
saw his
everything. So
brother go through, and all that. So it could be a lot of things. But it was just like super cheesy.
yeah, it was.
Definitely, not, it wasn't one of my faves. Definitely, but definitely, a big part of horror genre, right? And classic lines like it's garbage day
Yeah.
that you
garbage
see all
day.
the time and hear all the time, see clips all the time. So I
Yeah,
got to see that, how that started and went through that
How it
scene.
played
So that was
out. Yeah.
cool. But it didn't, I was kind of bored with that one.
Yeah.
But the first one I was all into it.
It didn't have
Totally.
the same effect as the first one.
No,
So
no, no.
yeah.
And yeah, so I mean those were my movies, and yeah, not I mean Yeah, one was good. Second one was
Okay.
Mm.
that's that.
And well, does that mean that you also didn't see the more recent one that was
I
like,
did see it.
oh, you did?
I
Okay,
saw it because I purposely watched these so I can watch that one.
okay, got it.
Oh yeah, I saw the most recent one. I really liked it. It was a definitely it was a remake, but with its own twist,
Yeah.
with its own like take because
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen the more
it was
recent one.
more like supernatural.
I liked it.
Did you like it?
It was different.
Liked it
I
It
too.
liked
wasn't
it.
bad at all. I liked it too, but it was definitely not what I expected.
Oh,
It was a
It
good
it was a
uh,
yeah, it just
like
had its own
a
take
good remake. They had, yeah.
on
mm.
the original,
It
but
wasn't exact like the original, but I
it's a
think they
definite must watch though. So when you
I
get a
think
Oh,
they
chance
okay.
did
to
it
watch
well.
it, I would totally watch it.
I really
If you
liked it.
haven't
I thought
seen
it was good.
the original one in a while, I would
I
watch that
haven't
one.
seen it in a
So I
while.
would watch that one first and then
Yeah,
watch the remake. So then you can really tell the comparison and see
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
what the
But then that
differences of the
means
main.
that you would not recommend, you do not feel like the second one is a must see.
I
Do either
mean,
of you feel like the second one is a
I
must
think you
I think you
should
should
see.
still see it if you just like if you haven't seen the first one in a long time and you haven't seen the second one in in a long time or at all,
forever? Yeah.
I say still watch both of them
Okay.
because
Okay.
you're gonna
Let's
see
say I'd
people.
say it this way. To me, it's not rewatchable. Like I would rewatch the first one
But it's
a
not
bunch of times. The second
watchable.
one, I don't need to see it again.
Right, right, right. Got it. Got it.
But
Okay.
but watch it because in the remake they make references to the
They
old
do.
movies,
Oh, and
and
then you should, yeah, yeah.
there might be some people that look
It's
the
like
same.
Easter eggs
So
Yeah.
in
So
the
yeah,
yeah,
that's
so I
true.
would
So
definitely watch both of them first if you haven't or in a
got it.
while,
yeah, we're
and
gonna
then
watch
watch
the
the new one.
remake. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Nice. That was good.
Very
That was
good.
good. Well, I can go next, I guess. Okay, so the first movie that I chose, now this movie is not a movie, it's an old movie from the 80s, but it's not a movie that I've really heard a lot about over the years. I would kind of see it in posts here and there, sometimes in some of the streaming sites, but it never really captured my attention because it's not something I really heard about. But I did see a couple people like just online in the last few months posting about it. So I said I'm gonna watch this because it was actually on one of the streaming sites. So I said I'm gonna put this one on and do because obviously I've never seen it. So it's called Intruder from 1989.
I've seen Intruders, but I don't think I've seen it in a long time. Go
Hmm.
So
ahead.
Intruder is it's a slasher.
I've heard of it, but I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen it.
It's
Yep.
an 80s slasher set
Hmm.
in a grocery store.
Yes. I've
Oh.
never seen
And
it. It's on Shutter.
Oh my
I
God.
saw it on
Yeah.
Shutter,
Yeah, I
yes.
see. Okay.
And it's like basically there's a crew, the grocery crew or stock crew in the supermarket that's doing a overnight. Um, and there's like a maniac on the loose, like, and he's like killing people and stuff. Typical cheesy 80s like slasher and kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I actually liked it. I thought it was good. Um, as far as, I mean, we all know the more popular 80s slashers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think for the time, this is, and by the way, it was 89, so it was like late
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
But like for the time, I said it was a pretty good movie. They had notable people in it. Not all of them were main characters, but
Yeah.
Sam Raimi,
Bruce
Ted
Campbell's in it,
Raimi,
right?
Bruce
Yeah.
Campbell's in
Yeah.
it. And I recognize Renee Estevez. She was in Sleepaway Camp 2, and she
Mm.
was in this movie too. And the director, his name is Scott Spiegel, and he actually co-wrote Evil Dead 2 with Sam Raimi. And he was the original um oh, uh um Bruce Campbell's Ash's friend in Evil Dead.
Oh,
Oh.
Um Andy was his name, I think, or something.
I'll
I
look it
don't
up.
something like that. He so let's see. I have it here. Um Well, so he co-wrote the screenplay of Evil Dead 2, and he went to high school with Sam Raimi. So
Oh.
they co-wrote it together. And he was in, so before Evil Dead was made from a short story called Within the Woods.
Hmm.
And Scott Spiegel played Bruce Campbell's friend in that one, but he was played by someone else in the Evil Dead.
Hmm.
So he didn't reprise his role in Evil Dead, but he was in Within the Woods.
Wow.
Oh,
Um, but you know, he did a lot of stuff. Like he did a bunch of directing stuff in the 80s. He directed From Dusk Till Dawn 2,
Mhm.
Hostel Part 3,
mm,
you know. I read he died last year. It doesn't say how,
Mm.
but yeah, if you're a fan of slashers, I definitely say check this one out. I thought it was a fun movie.
I wrote it down.
I feel like
And
I haven't seen it.
it wasn't a typical like ending where all these killings are happening and they're trying to find the killer, and then at the end they find the killer and it's over.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was a definitely a different type of ending that you would expect from those 80 slashers, which
Okay.
I thought made it better.
So, is there a sequel to this? Is there like any?
No, I
I
don't
don't think
think.
there
Well, I don't
is.
think so. I shouldn't say no because I haven't looked or anything, but I don't think so. I've never seen anything. Um, but honestly, if you think about the ending, they probably could have been one.
Mhm.
And when you
Mhm.
watch it, they could have
Yeah.
been one.
Yeah.
But I say definitely check
They
this one
catch the
out.
killer.
I thought it was a fun movie. Well, you have to watch the movie, to find out. Um, and then the second movie that I watched is a movie that I actually have heard about for a long time. Never really knew exactly what it was about. But I definitely know it's like a lot of horror fans have seen this movie and stuff. This movie was from 1994.
Oh,
And it's called In the Mouth of Madness.
ooh,
So
got
this
got
one
me.
this one starred Sam Neill.
And Neil. Yeah.
Sam Neill, you
Mhm.
know Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Um and Charlton Heston was in this movie.
Oh,
And so it's basically this guy named Sutter Kane, and he's an author, like Stephen Kingish type author.
yeah.
And he's gone missing, and his publisher is Charlton Heston, and also his I think his writer friend or something. They're worried because they haven't heard from him, like he's been missing
Hmm.
and they don't know where he is. And Sam Neill plays an investigator, like an insurance investigator, and they kind of bring him on to try and help them find him. And they go to this town where he's known to go to, write his novels and stuff. And throughout the movie, you see him, Sam Neill. His name was John Trent. He was he never read any of this guy's stuff, but then he started reading some of the old books of his books. And the town, definitely something weird in the town with the people and everything. And then you realize that he starts reading some of the books, and things in the town are happening as they are in the book. So this crazy, like, is this crazy, like horror, like creepy books and stuff, and stuff is going on in the town, and it goes to it matches things in the books.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so it was cool. And then he starts going down the spiral like into madness because
Yeah.
he's like the writer friend that was with him recognized it first, and she was the one that was saying what stuff that was going on, and he was not, and once he started getting more into the books, he was noticing things too.
Hmm.
So things just started getting weirder and weirder. He started seeing things, and then people started like dying and killing themselves and doing all this stuff, and this stuff that was going on in the books. And then eventually in the movie, he meets the writer Sutter Kane, and yeah, it's something in that town. There's like a supernatural element in that town, and he's able to make all this stuff in his books come to life. It's like it was really crazy. It's definitely a spiral into like, well, madness. That's the best way to say it. I also thought this was a good movie. It was a very interesting and different kind of premise. Um, and it was just crazy. And and I also thought the acting was good in this one, and definitely a watch. If you haven't seen it, I definitely say to watch this movie. So there you go. Those are my two.
Okay.
Wow. Those were good, guys.
I I think in one of our no judgments, I think I did In the Mouth of Madness. If
Oh,
I'm,
did you? See, I don't
You
remember.
know, it's funny. I feel like I have to go back and see which ones
I
we.
know.
I feel like I did, and I didn't have too good a review on it.
Oh, I don't know.
Um, but I feel like also that I have to revisit it because I think at the time when I was watching it, I was probably like distracted and really wasn't focused on the movie and
Yeah.
or whatever. So I have to kind of rewatch it, but yeah. Okay, that's good. Those are
Very
good
good.
ones.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what Angie has.
All right. So, no judgments. Remember, that's the title of
I,
this episode.
not gonna get a judgment
Okay.
from me.
All right. All right. So, the first one I have to say is very, stop it. I can't even look at you. I can't even look at you. Okay. So the first one I will say is very art house film horror, which is a classic, and I feel almost embarrassed to say that I have not seen it.
Okay.
So the first one is Des yeux sans visage.
What?
I'll
I,
let you take one guess. Des
I
yeux
don't know.
sans visage. Eyes without a face. The French film.
I don't know that movie. What movie is this?
So you definitely know this movie. Everyone I feel
Hmm.
like has seen Eyes Without a Face movie posters. It's very popular. Trust me, you have come across it.
I'll
Um,
look it up now.
so yes, look it up and you'll be like, oh,
Eyes Without a
so Eyes
Face.
Without a Face,
From
it's
1960?
from 1960. It's a French film. And it influenced a lot of horror made ever since. The
Oh,
original
yeah, I kind of
title,
see that
you've seen it,
that
right?
mask with the, yeah,
With
it looks
like
familiar.
it literally looks what like one of those LED lamp lights, that
Yeah,
you put on.
the
That's
mask,
what
the little mask.
the mask, that's what it looked like. So the entire film is obviously in French. Les Uns Sans Visage is the title of the movie translated into English, Eyes Without a Face. It's directed by Georges Franju. It's like a psychological horror. It was based on a book in 1959, I believe. And everything is super French about it. So basically, the premise is that a doctor who's brilliant, but also like a little bit psychotic, his daughter gets into a really bad car accident and basically loses her face in this accident. So he is determined to give her a new face. So she like lives at home, like kind of like, doesn't show herself to the
Yeah, like
world
in hiding, kind of.
in
Yeah.
hiding. And so like he and his sort of nurse kind of like person helper or whatever,
Mhm.
she goes out and gathers all these women from Paris, from the big city, and brings them out to this mansion that they live in somewhere in the south of France, let's say. And so basically like he tries to uh take faces
Take
and
the face.
grafts off of other women and tries to like put that on little by little, put each piece on his daughter's face. So very much influenced. I mean, just by that, you can think of all the movies that you've seen that kind of like, you know,
Yeah,
have reflected in that kind of way. I mean,
it's true.
it was it was super creepy. It was in black and white. Obviously, it's 1960. I really and very art housey. That's all I'll say about it. It's like incredibly like, very kind of tries to be very sophisticated. You know, delves into like the ethics of like science and medicine and like parental obsession, these kinds of things. So I really actually and really enjoyed it, like really enjoyed it. And I'm so happy that I finally have seen it. So
Yeah.
yay. Um, it was amazing. And if you actually like, I kept every time I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this movie now, all I kept thinking of was Billy Idol's song, Eyes Without a Face.
So it's so funny when you mentioned it. I was
Is,
like, let me go Google to look
is
it
that
up,
what
and
you
that's the
thought
first thing
about?
that
And the
pops
first thing
up.
that
I
popped up,
thought we
me
actual
too.
movie.
That's what,
Me
okay.
too.
So I looked it up too, because I was like, eyes. That's all I kept singing in my head is the song. And did you see that so that's Billy Idol's song, and he did take the song title from the movie, and he based
Mhm.
the whole
A
song
bit,
80 something from this movie. And basically he wanted to be very anti like there was lots of love songs in the 80s. There's a really great video on YouTube of Billy Idol talking about how he the the basics of the song and how he kind of wanted to make it like very anti-love and whatever. And I don't know if you ever noticed this, but like it's one of those like, I feel like I know that song pretty well. I could sing it. And then I'm like, what's that thing? What is that line that the background singers are singing? And I never got it. Well, it's the French of Eyes Without a Face. That's
Oh,
what they're singing.
oh,
So I was like, oh my God, super cool. So see,
that's cool.
if I hadn't done this, I would never know. And
Right.
now when I hear the song,
That's pretty cool.
I'll be that dork to be like, yeah, you know where this is
You know
from?
where
that's
this
right.
comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so and if you're watching this now, you know too. So so that's one of
Okay.
them. I'm so glad that I'm not feeling total shame. Oh my
Well,
God.
I'll tell you one thing. I never heard of this movie, and I've never seen a poster. I don't know anything about this movie, so I can't judge that.
You sure you haven't seen a poster? I feel like
I
it's
just
so
looked at it
I've
and
never
I was
seen a
like,
I've never seen a poster either, but when I did, I Googled it. There was a pic, like a just like a still shot of like a woman with that white mask
plain. Yeah.
with just her eyes, and I feel like I have seen that
Yes, I
before,
know you have. Because
but
I feel like I have too, and I've always been like, oh, I don't know, just eyes without a face. Like,
yeah.
what could
Well, if I
be?
didn't look it up, I don't think you said it. If I didn't look it up, I wouldn't have. I would have said I never seen that. I don't know what
It
you're talking
was
about.
honestly for if I think about the time that it was made, it was super creepy. And there is a scene where he's like literally trying to graft, one of the women's faces and he's like peeling it off. And I'm like, "Oh, for 1960, pretty good." It's black and white, but you could still see like
Um,
it's pretty cool.
peeling a face is peeling a face. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Face peeling. And I swear to you, the mask is so funny. Now, anytime I see those masks, I'm gonna be thinking about Eyes Without a Face. Okay, so my second film, and I know I'm gonna get grief over this one.
Boy.
That's for sure. Um, so it's from 1988. It's a David Cronenberg movie. It stars Jeremy Irons. No,
Oh,
not yet.
who?
Um,
The
it
twins,
yes, it's called Dead Ringers.
Dead
mhm.
Ringers.
Have you seen that movie?
So we did a couple months ago, we did a Twin Talk
Twins
Tubi
of two.
episode about that.
Oh, my
Our
bad.
our monthly theme was twins, so we did that.
Oh shit. That's right. I forgot about that. Anyway, you've seen it, but was that the first time you've seen it?
That was
Yes.
the first time. Yep.
Bro, it just goes to show. Okay, so everybody just go back to Twins Talk Tubi on our YouTube and watch their reaction. I was like, yeah, there's always an evil twin. No, I'm joking.
Mhm.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
But okay, so in Dead Ringers, David Cronenberg, fantastic film, fantastic director. I mean, come on, like he's legendary. So it's a little embarrassing for me to have just watched that, more recently too.
It was a weird movie.
yeah,
It's such a weird movie, and just so, I mean, you gotta sort of put it out there that it could be a little, what's the word? Um, uh, Traumatizing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good word.
yeah, it's a psychological horror, it's
Yeah.
body horror. It's based on these two gynecologists who are twins who are like experimenting on women, thinking they're mutants, and also kind of, you know, sleeping with these women, not sleeping, raping them
Yeah.
without them knowing. And, there's it like kind of like focuses on this one woman that um, ends up actually continuing to date one of them, knowing that what she knew later on, which I thought was also very bizarre, but anyway, so this movie was just, I thought Jeremy Irons did a terrific job. He was a great actor. And I was also kind of like, wow, I'm really impressed with, like, I mean, this was 1988. So like, I mean, the cinematography
yeah,
was,
just
it
yeah.
wasn't not that, it wasn't
It
really
did
that
it was good
bad.
with him playing both roles, and there was a lot of times that when they were in the same
In the
scene,
same
but
scene room,
they
yeah.
did it really well like if you were just watching the movie, you were paying attention to the movie, you didn't think about it at the moment, like, oh, this is the same person. Like it's
It's the
just,
same person. So
it was
I
cool. So
looked
that was
it
powerful, yeah.
I actually looked it up, and then, like just, of course, like technically it was like he was doing computer control, motion control, cameras and split screens and all of that stuff. I mean, a little bit beyond before its time. So that was pretty cool to read. But also I read about Jeremy Irons because you always hear about these people who play dual roles, right? Kind of like in Sinners. And so Jeremy Irons, apparently he had two different dressing rooms because he wanted to
Hmm.
behave and act as the one of the twins. It was like Elliot and Beverly. I think
Right.
it was like the evil one, and Beverly was like the shyer one or whatever. So I read somewhere that he actually had two separate dressing rooms because he wanted to like really be able to get into
Keep in
character
character, each
and keep it
character.
separate, right? Because twins are not the same.
And they were, and he played them the same, which was actually really good too, like the way he played them. So yeah.
Mhm. So, very impressed, I will say, but employ more twins in horror movies so that you don't have to actually have one person playing two roles. How about that? Just saying, representation matters.
One minute,
Um,
movie.
anyway, so that's that. But
That was good.
you guys can go
That's
back.
not that's not bad. I'm not I can't really judge them. So
Oh, I
pretty
was,
good.
I thought I was gonna.
And I wanted to say, I forgot to mention, In the Mouth of Madness was directed by John Carpenter. I forgot to say that.
Hmm.
So
So
anyway,
cool, guys. Great picks. Thanks, guys, for watching this. We are the Heart Flick Chicks. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. And we'll be back for another episode very soon. So thank you so much as always. And we're gonna sign off
keep
right now and say
watching.
peace, love, and horror.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Meow.
That's the end.